Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, JP Dokkan is in maintenance. I actually did want to get another video up tonight, but I guess I wasn't recording quick enough. I did get several requests to do a video like this, kind of like, just maybe some guesses. What might be coming up for the Worldwide Download Celebration this year. Now, I will come out and say, I do not have any info. I got nothing. I have no leaks. I have no inside knowledge, no sources. I will say truthfully, I have zero info about what's coming up for Worldwide. Now, last year, no comment. But this year, I've got no info. I got nothing. I don't know nothing. So, let's jump into... I pulled up basically a bunch of... I would kind of say likely picks for the upcoming celebration. Now, it's very hard to pinpoint what they're going to do, how they're going to go about this. I mean, Dokkan's release schedule has been very weird this year. I think Worldwide could be something that could be very strong to tie a lot of these random or subpar releases together in like a strong or explosive way. I think it could happen, right? I don't think it's wise to go into this celebration like a super negative Nancy expecting, oh, the characters are going to be acid, there's going to be, it's bad, that's like, let's just try and go into it positive. Because I would also like to point out that last year, we were a week into the celebration, and dude, forever, I'm always going to go back to this. I seriously makes a tweet. How is everyone feeling about the celebration? I said, it's on par to be the best celebration in Dokkan history. And everyone jumped me. They said, no, my God, the Bandai cum guzzler at it again. And now you punks look at that celebration as either one or two all-time celebration in Dokkan history, right? So it's important, kids, to not immediately jump the gun. Let's see what these celebrations look like. A week into the celebration, we won't know. 2 weeks in the celebration, we won't know. 3 weeks in the celebration, we might start to know, right? So keep in mind that Worldwide, I would anticipate that the units are going to be dropping 29th, 30th, 31st in this range. So we are very close. And, it lasts until basically like October 5th. I would say at this point, it does feel like the high point of the year now. Maybe it's just because we're now 8 years in, but... I saw so many complaints about the global anniversary, not even that it was bad or that it was mid, but just like, damn, this is stuff that happened 6 months ago, right? Like, it's like so many other celebrations that now are same time. Golden Week, New Year's was, that it's like, oh, like, cool, this stuff we had 6 months ago. So this is kind of like the other gigantic celebration of the year, but it's on both versions at the same time. So I'm thinking... I will predict going into the celebration, I think this will be the best celebration in Dokkan history. I think we're going to be sitting there on October 1st, fat bellies. Yeah, this Buuhan is pretty good, right? Like, it's, I think villain teams will be looking good. I think everything's going to be looking good. Now, okay, here's a video I did August 12th. This was when we got the first official teaser last year. Was right here. JP Dokkan tweeted out this. It was like a little teaser trailer leading up to, the fact that it was going to be the Cooler movie celebration, which was really good. And I think that celebration was outstanding. Now, we did have some leaks prior to this last year. I believe it was either the 8th or the 9th where we got like sort of like leaks that, oh, it's, Cooler movie. I will tell you guys, I don't expect to see any leaks. Is that a good or bad thing? I feel like it could be good. So for me, leaks are better because, it's my channel's going to do better with leaks, right? But, like, are we going to be more hyped that there's not leaks? I would say that's very tough to tell. Like, I don't know. Look at, like, the Gear 5 situation going on right now, right? I feel like that, like, comparing it to, like, UI Goku, the thing why UI Goku was so grand is we had never seen it before, right? Like, Gear 5 was in the manga a year ago, or however long ago it was, right? So I think, like, when this stuff kind of just comes out of nowhere, it can be a little bit more grand. But, like, leaks can also build up hype, too. I'm kind of on the fence. I guess I don't really care, although leaks would pretty much directly benefit me. But, again, I don't really care too much, but... All right, so let's jump in. I just kind of pulled up a bunch of ones. Now, this would be the main one right here. I think that this is kind of like, the best we could get. I don't think that they could drop anything besides manga stuff, which they can't do. And I can listen. I mean, you guys could listen. They can't do it. Okay, like they can't do manga stuff. Unfortunately, I mean, do we wish we could? Yeah, hell yeah, man. But it's not. It's not happening. At least right now. I think that this is like the best thing that Dokkan could do. Like a real like Beast Gohan card. Like yeah, this could wash away like sort of like the foul sort of like stench of kind of like the LR Ultimate Gohan that's got Beast, but it's not really the Beast that we want, right? I think this is going to be pretty sick, though. I think that this is what we are probably going to... Well, do I want to say this is probably what we're going to see? I guess I don't want to say that, but I think that this would be the best. I think that this is number one. Now, Cell Max could easily just get his own card, right? Fat Janemba's got his own card. Like, there's nothing stopping that. Cell Max, I mean, it's difficult. Can I... If I go here, can we pull... I know Cell Max has a card on here. I don't know. I don't know how to find it on this website, but I know that there is a page for Cell Max. Maybe if we go to Battle of Fate. Where's Battle of Fate? It's this is Battle of Fate right here. I would like to pull up the Cell Max card and just sort of see like some of the categories he has. I think that Cell Max though could be an outstanding villain card. Really like especially doing a lot of these showcases, taking powerful characters into the Omega Shenron event. You really can feel just the weakness of villains. I mean, people will go crazy sucking off Cooler and stuff like that, but Cooler is not, he's not even half as good as like the inner circle of best LRs in the game right now. Like there's a huge difference, right? So we would love huge monster villain buffs. And, I mean, let me just grab this one right now and we'll talk about this. UI Goku versus Jiren. Not Mastered UI and Full Power Jiren. But I'm talking these guys right here. The 1 hour special. That is completely untouched when it comes to animations. This is literally nothing has been used from this fight whatsoever in like terms of like I say that and then people will turn their nose up and go, what about UI Goku? You know exactly what I'm talking about, dude. Those animations suck. They haven't done good animations from that fight yet. The fight's completely untouched. But worldwide is the strongest villains of the year. We get, one villain Dokkan Fest per year. Or one villain Dokkan Fest LR per year. It's right here. So, I mean, as much as I think UI Goku vs. Jiren would be super hype, I kind of think that maybe these guys as like TURs for like New Year's would be awesome. But like, I mean, I would, Jiren is a super class. He's a hero unit. It would leave a real sour taste in my mouth if like we get Jiren instead of like a Buuhan or Bojack or Cell or Cell Max or Baby or something like that, right? Like I just wouldn't really be too thrilled with a Jiren. Now, one other thing to keep in mind, though, is that we have approximately 500,000 Tournament of Power characters coming up in EZAs, by the way, including huge Dokkan Fest LR level characters, anniversary characters. So, I mean, we're going to get Tournament of Power stuff again soon. So we have that. We also have I figured like the Gammas, kind of like the core breaker, I think could be a huge sort of like Dokkan Fest LR, Carnival LR. I believe Nano was really looking to see Gamma 1 and 2, like the version of the core breaker and a Cell Max, like kind of like dual thing. I think he would be very excited about that. It's funny, just typing this in and it's mostly just like Dokkan videos, like a lot of ours. Like I could tell this one is mine right here by that, right? Is it? Yeah, I think this one's me, right? Like, a lot of these this is all Dokkan videos up here and stuff like that. I think that's funny, but I do think the core breaker with the Gammas could be fire, right? And it's like, they easily could give us, a bunch of full-on superhero worldwide. It would just be so damn good. I don't know who the fourth LR would be. I guess, damn, would they just do one villain? I mean, the Gammas are super class. Beast Gohan would be super class. Cell Max obviously is a villain. I don't know who they could do as a fourth. What if they just did a perfect Cell? Right? Like what if they just did that? That would be fun. I'd have no problem with that. Right? They just did perfect Cell anyway. Like, oh yeah, well at the start of the movie, you did kind of see perfect Cell. Like, I don't know. That I would be fine with that. Next we have Super Saiyan 4 Goku vs. Baby. Now, I know we did just get a Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I mean, a lot of these animations, literally these two right here, are in the LR Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But a lot of what Goku does is untouched. They didn't take a lot of the Goku stuff. We're probably not going to see, like, this would literally be back-to-back LR Super Saiyan 4 Gokus. We're probably not going to see that. But I feel like it is worth mentioning, especially because Baby and Demon King Piccolo are probably the most deserving characters for a DOKKANFEST event right now that don't have one, right? Like, I mentioned before, I did a video on this like a year and a half ago or something like that, and I think the Trunks from the fight against Mecha Frieza was one. I definitely had God Goku on there, right? And those characters have since gotten Dokkan events. This would be good, but again, I don't know how likely it is that we'd see back-to-back LR Super Saiyan 4 Gokus, but this would be good. I do think that this would be fire. Even though I know we just got it, I still probably be pretty hyped about that. All right, now we get to this. So, besides Beast Gohan, Vegito Blue, like Vegito. So for some reason, at this point, it's just malpractice. Like Dokkan, like they're actually just like idiots to not do Vegito for years. Like it's just foolish stupidity. Vegeta, you should not go 3 years between premium Vegito units. It's just dumbassery. You know, how often do they go super far between Vegitos? They don't do it. You know why? Because it's idiotic. Vegito is, the most popular character, the most money character, like him and Gogeta. Like, they're tied. Like, they're at number one. Beast Gohan would actually be one, I would say, in those rankings right now. But, I mean, you give it a year, I bet you, like, Vegito and Gogeta are going to be more hyped than Beast again. Just like, once upon a time, UI Goku was more hyped than the Blue Fusions. But, I mean, that shit ain't true these days. Like, this is the pinnacle. So, this would be great. I think that they easily could drop this Fusion Zamasu and they could give him a new name, like a, Fusion Zamasu Corrupted or something like that. They could do, there's precedent to them doing that before. They did that with Blue Kaioken Goku, where they dropped a Blue Kaioken Goku that was just called Blue Goku, and then later on they did Blue Kaioken Goku from Eternal Power, and they gave him Kaioken in his name. They could literally just give Fusion Zamasu a different name. Or, there's several different ways around it they could do. This would be just so damn ideal. Vegito, oh. Now, again, Nano, dropping him again, he's been pushing me on double Vegito 9th anniversary, and I'm kind of, like, on board with that, too. So, like, how did the double Gogeta anniversary work out? It's time for double Vegito's anniversary now. So, if we don't see Vegito for Worldwide, he's got to be anniversary. I would almost say I am, like, 99% sure that Vegito is either Worldwide or Anniversary. He'll be one of the two. Or he could be both. But I do think Vegito will be one of the two. Then, there's also this. Now, I mean, it could be like a Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Vegito or something like that. But there's a lot they could do with Rose, Blue Goku, Blue Vegeta. Like, they do a lot of fighting. There's a lot of stuff that they could do, right? There's huge portions. That whole arc, I mean, they spammed the hell out of characters from that arc, years ago, but they haven't really gone to it too much. We got, I guess, the transforming Int Goku Black at the end of 2018. I guess we got the LR Rose at the start of 2020. We got, I guess, LR Fusion Zamasu in 2022, but I think that they could give us some real craziness with Goku Black characters. Could be really, really good. Next, so, yeah, okay. I feel like there's a good chance that this happens. I'm specifically talking about the first Broly movie. So, like this, right? Like this is the one we're talking about, or this right here. I think that there's a really good chance of that, because this Goku, like, is not represented, like, he doesn't have a card at all in Dokkan. Like, let alone, like, oh, good animation, something like that. Yeah, the Miracle Blow is just not in the game at all. So, I mean, I could see it. Only thing is, a third straight Super Saiyan Goku would be acidy ass. So, I would not be thrilled about that. I mean, but we could see. I love Goku. I love them spamming Goku, but certainly, I mean, I feel like I'm very in touch with the pulse of the community on this one, and people would be pissed if we got another Super Saiyan Goku, right? Like, they could get around it. Like, I think if it was like a, like a Vegeta card, and then eventually, Goku with the finisher or something like that, it would be fine. But I mean, it's like, bro, like if they show a teaser of Broly, I'm telling you, people are gonna freak out and be very negative if they show us Broly. Now, if they show us this Broly, I don't think people will be so negative. This would feel, I think, kind of shitty, because this would actually be our 4th straight Dokkan Fest LR Gogeta when we haven't had a Vegito one. That would be weird, right? Because we got the Tech Super Gogeta, and then we got the LR Gods that have the Gogeta Blue active skill, and then we got LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Remember that, okay, so Broly is probably one of, relative to his amount of hype, he's probably, the most underutilized character at this point in Dokkan, right? Beast is a little too new to really say. Broly, dude, it's been 5 years. They gave us the one Dokkan Fest Broly, and that's it. You know how many Broly spends the whole movie fighting. They can make 6 summonable LRs from Broly, right? Like, there's so much shit they could use from this guy. So, I mean, I think that there's a good chance we could see this. I mean, we don't have standalone Gogeta Blue, even though he's had 50 units by now. They could easily just do that. A standalone full power Broly. There's a lot they could do. Wrath Broly, right? Base Broly. Like, they could do a ton of shit from this. Then, of course, again, Buuhan, to me, is, right up there at the top of my wish list because of what Buuhan would do to a lot of villain characters. If we look at a lot of the villains released this year, you can see how Buuhan is just sort of primed to sort of be, a great villain character, right? And, I mean, if they did this, they could easily Easy A STR Super Vegito, and then the Buu-Tank's Buuhan character. It would be crazy. I think it would work really well if they did this. This, to me, is a prime choice right here. Because we get Vegito, #1 Moneybags character, and then we get Buuhan, who I think is a villain god, needed so bad. LR Super Buu would become crazy on his team, right? I mean, maybe we could they go straight into Kid Buu in part 2 or something like that. Never know. I also have this. Now, I know they did just do Namek 2 years ago. I feel like they're probably not going to go back to Namek, but I want to point this out. I feel like this is a very obvious dual Dokkan Fest we should see at some point soon, is this. Kaioken Goku versus Final Form Frieza. Although, I remember, dude, it was Golden Week 2019 or something like that. This was my prediction, right? So, we're gonna get this. The Goku and Frieza are, the most iconic anime fight of all time. We're gonna get a lot more coming from that, and there's still a lot of stuff that they could do, right? Then the last two we got up right here. So we have Gohan versus Bojack and Gohan versus Cell. I do think that they could drop this as worldwide. Gohan and Cell part 1, Gohan and Bojack part 2, I think would work very effectively. I think it could just be a standalone Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. This could pair super well with Trunks, by the way. Super Trunks could be a massive buff for him, which I would love. One of the things about all these potential characters we could get that I would really love, is I really want us to get strong LRs or leaders or teams or something like that can really impact a lot of the releases this year. That is a huge thing for me. I want to see releases really impact this year. And Cell and Bojack would be great for a lot of the villains, a lot of the characters that have released this year. I think this would work super well. So, I mean, what are other choices? I think, Kid Goku versus DKP. I feel like this year has been a little too negative already. Kid Goku versus DKP could work very well, but I mean, regardless of what anyone tells you, that's not gonna match the hype of big Super Saiyan characters. It's just not. So I don't have that one pulled up. What's another big one? I can't even. I feel like of everything I have pulled, we're probably gonna see something from in here, I would imagine. I mean, maybe they could do Saiyan Saga Goku and Vegeta. Is there some movie stuff they could do? I mean, maybe the second Broly movie, the Family Kamehameha, perhaps. maybe Dragon Fist Super Saiyan 3 Goku, or Super Saiyan 3 Goku from the Janemba movie is possible, right? I feel like something from this list, though, is probably what we're going to see. So let me know what you guys would like to see. We are very likely to see something soon. Within the next week or so, I'm sure we'll at least have a general idea of what it's going to be. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys next time.